podcasters, here to the Indie Pod Daily. I'm your host, Super Joe Pardo, and I'm here on a Motivational Monday to talk about, are you doing enough to move the needle with your podcast? Now, first of all, if you're watching live, I'd love to hear you in the chat. Where are you watching from? What are you up to this evening? This episode is brought to you by the Indie Pod University. Get over 100 hours and growing, hours upon hours of podcasting resources, starting at just $9.99 a month, and you can get a free 7-day trial over at IndiePodUniversity.com. So, today, two other things I gotta mention, right? Monetize your podcast. One of the reasons we're talking about moving the needle today is because on Saturday, for Scholarship Saturday, we are presenting the live, free, virtual Monetize Your Podcast conference brought to you by Blueberry. They were gracious enough to want to be a sponsor, a title sponsor, so very honored to have that. You can go check out more at indiepodcasters.com/virtual. Let's see. Oh, Neil, what's up, Neil? How you doing? How you doing this evening? Where are you watching from, Neil? And then the other event is Icon 6 live from the backyard, September 12th, outside of Philadelphia, limited to 50 people live. In-person tickets and live streaming tickets are available as well. They are. I need to change that because they are on sale now, not soon. And the price, the discounted price is going up. It was supposed to go up today. I decided to extend it until just after the conference, so on Sunday. What's up, Oregon? What's up, Brett? How you doing, man? Looking forward to seeing you speak on Saturday. All right, so the only other thing is go check out youricongear.com if you want to check out some awesome podcasting apparel and T-shirts and all that good stickers and all that good stuff. So today on Motivational Monday, we are talking about, are you moving the needle enough with your podcast? What are you doing? And are you doing the right things with your time, with your podcast, to move the needle, to get more people in on your awesomeness? Like I always say, podcasters are leaders. Are you doing enough to make sure that you're leading in your communities that you're building, rather than all the minute details? So one of the minute details that I would say that I got wrapped up in big time when I got started podcasting back in 2014 was like, I gotta edit. Like developers. When you talk about editing, what's up, San Diego? What's up, Paul? How you doing? When you talk about editing and whether or not that's going to move the needle, the chances are, unless you're running like a documentary style or like a highly produced, high level, like way more quality over quantity type of show, I would absolutely say that you're probably doing too much editing. Pump the brakes a little bit and get the reps in, especially if you're just getting started. If you're just getting started in podcasting and you're like, I got to edit this whole episode and it's going to take me about 2 hours to edit, a half hour or an hour long show, that time that you're doing that could most definitely be used in a better way. Marketing your show, getting bigger and better guests, planning out what your next episodes are going to look like, using that time to maybe release more content, get behind the mic more often, putting in the reps. That's like number one thing, right? The Dave Jackson always says, right? Don't ask how I make money, ask how I get good. And how you get good is putting in the reps, talking on the mic, talking in the camera, getting in front of your audience, doing the things that they want to see you do, even if we're just talking about like, hey, the show's only, 3 months old and we only have a handful of people that are listening, a handful of downs, doesn't matter. Editing is not going to get your guest to share the episode any more or any less. What's really going to move the needle is you making sure that you get your message in front of more people. You taking 2 hours to trim off a minute and a half of audio, unless it's like a complete dead silence for a minute and a half, is not going to move the needle. it's just not going to happen. So what I would suggest is find out how to go get your process in place so that you can record more episodes, so that you yourself can get good. Now, if you haven't launched your show yet, you should totally go check out superjoepardo.com/launch, where Larry Roberts and I are running a Launch Your Podcast in 4 weeks live class. It starts at just $297, so you're going to get 4 weeks plus us in a Facebook group answering your questions throughout the entire process as we get you right across that finish line to the go to press go and launch your podcast. So, so you should totally think about that if you haven't launched yet, or if you're just getting started, but you're like, I feel like I could be doing so much better. Or if you're like, hey, I did it once. I had a show on Anchor and I decided, I don't know what I'm doing enough to do this. I can't keep it going. We help you stop pod fading by putting in the processes in place to help you generate that content on a routine basis, and then repurpose that so you can get back to marketing your show rather than trying to produce and overproduce your show. Editing is a great tool. You should get used to editing to a certain extent, but it's not going to move the needle enough. Not that everybody's looking for the money. It's not all about money. If you're doing it for the money, you're absolutely in the wrong boat. Get in a different boat. This is not that boat. But what I would say is that everybody deserves that goes through the trials and tribulations of getting all the equipment together, getting the skills, putting in the reps, putting in the effort. If you're doing all that, then you absolutely deserve to get some kind of reward for that, even if it's just breaking even on the newest microphone that you want to try out and mess around with, the newest mixer, the newest this or that for your sub, the newest camera, like the camera I'm using right now, right? If you want to be able to afford that stuff without saying, oh, well, it's just a hobby, so I'm just going to, throw money into the wind, like this is the kind of stuff that you need to be more worried about instead of just editing. I'll go one deeper for you. Don't worry about your website so much. I mean, I just walked through with Meg on Training Thursday through her website, but for the most part, if you're going down that rabbit hole of like, oh, well, maybe I should take this button and move it over here and move that button over here and move this over here. Like if you're doing that, if you're falling down that rabbit hole, you're not moving the needle enough with your podcast. You're not doing enough to get it in front of people that want to hear and need to hear your message. So I absolutely think, I plead, please, look at what you're doing, evaluate it, constantly ask yourself, is this moving the needle? Is this putting me in a position to either make money or grow my audience? One of those two things, right? That's one of the key things. Now, if your audio sounds terrible and you're like, I need to do some tech things to like get it to sound better, but I don't really know, watch some YouTube videos. They're available. They're out there. They will help you a great deal. Watch the Indie Pod Daily Show. Comment in the chat if you're getting help out of these. If you're finding these videos helpful, I have absolutely loved doing it. 3 weeks of doing this show has just flown by. It has absolutely zoomed by. It's going to be a month before I know it. And the reason is I put the content calendar in place. I set the automations up so that things happen automatically once I hit the end broadcast button here. And boom, like we're putting it out into the world and getting downloads and marketing this. Now I would even argue like now that I got this in a routine, I know what I'm doing and going with this new Indie Pod Daily Show. There is just so much more that I need to do on a marketing side, right? Like to move the needle even more. So I'm going to continue to push and find ways to make that happen and do all that. And that's why I wanted to implore all of you, if you are watching this and enjoy it, make sure you come check us out this Saturday, June 27th for Monetize Your Podcast, brought to you by Blueberry. It's a free virtual live conference happening right here in the Indie Podcasters group. Go to indiepodcasters.com/virtual. And you also go check out indiepoduniversity.com if you need more advice. If you need more videos, resource videos to learn podcasting faster. Remember, as a podcaster, you are a leader of your community, and I want you and I implore you to always lead with love. I will see you all tomorrow for Tech Tuesday.